we can develop through this empathy for other human beings. Imagination helps us to see ourselves from the outside as others see us, and this can lead to personal transformation. Imagination supports our ability to enter deeply into whatever subject we are to study, if the teacher works to lead us to make connections. And this is what the adolescent needs above all. To find a way out of his isolation, to find a way out of this sense of being alone, to connect with the world. So, make connections. Can connections be made? There's one right here on the blackboard, by the way. Charlotte has this wonderful picture up here of the plant. She's telling the history of sugar. And it's connected to the plant. It's a connection. The first sweetener in Western civilization was brought back from India by Alexander the Great. Where did honey come from? It comes from the blossom. Interesting, isn't it? Time goes on. Sugar cane during the Middle Ages, the time of Charlemagne. Okay. Later on, we're moving down the plant. The sugar beet. Napoleon was blockaded. You're blockaded. It's blockaded. They had to find another way to make sugar. So they squeezed the beet. Now we're into the earth. During the Second World War, Nazi Germany, they were also blockaded, couldn't get anything. They needed sweeteners, so where did they go? They went down into the coal of petroleum. We've made connections for students. When you teach the Renaissance, you could talk about the three great painters, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Raphael. And you can make sense of it for them. You can see the thinker, Da Vinci. That has to do with one of the soul capacities of thinking. Raphael, when you look at the Sistine Madonna, what you feel is feeling, heart forces. And then you tell them the story of Michelangelo, pounding away, doing the work of 3 minutes, and his pure will. And later, when you come in the later grade to human physiology, you talk about the head forces, and you say, those are the Da Vinci forces, in my class that he did out. And the Raphael forces. And the Michelangelo forces. That's where they work. And I see connections can be made. Imagination gives us the power to grasp something as a whole. Our rational, analytical capacity takes things to bits, and that's important. But for these children, they need to also have this capacity of bringing things together. That's what they're looking for. That's what they need. That's what the teacher has to bring to them. Imagination is an intrinsic, necessary human attribute. Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. And that's what they need, particularly now. And this gift of imagination is a fragile gift that can be easily destroyed, especially when it's in its first full bloom at this age, 12 to 14. In the last lecture Steiner gave to the first Waldorf teachers, he talks about the surprising significance of the image, of speaking in images, making connections, keeping the intellectual flexible. And the importance of imagination is emphasized, especially now on the threshold of adolescence. The work of the teacher in relation to imagination is paramount. First of all, in reading those children and really understanding what they need, designing a curriculum which meets that, and then implementing it in a way which will help them grow into, they don't grow into, they continually becoming human beings. And that would be what I would want as a curriculum and a method of approaching the curriculum for any adolescent. And that's what we try to bring you at Waldorf School.
it.